minutes ago, these two teams made their way out of the Ford Field tunnels, and the noise level in this place just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Lions get ready to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
Cordarrelle Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Opening carry of the game for Cordarrelle Patterson. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Check back 16. Check back 16. Number 16's coming. Check back. Check back.
Now Rodgers. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, check. Box it, box it, box it, box it. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Here's Rodgers. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelce. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or two towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Rodgers to throw. To the right side, it's Kelce. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
On first down, it's Patterson. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. To throw is Rodgers. He's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Nick Chubb, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Lions are a 2-point conversion away from tying this game. Now the Lions will line up to go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. And the Lions are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, it's definitely early enough here. They didn't need to go for 2. They didn't have to go for 2, but hey, they did. We're all tied at 8.
Is this one of those anything you can do, I can match? Because that's exactly what we got on that one. Neither one of these teams wants to give any ground, do they?
So 8-8 our score now as he'll send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. First down and much more for Henry. And finally down at the 36-yard line. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. On play action, it's Murray. Flushed out right. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
A first down carry for Henry. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. Again to Henry. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Now we're going to get a timeout here. And it's called by the defense as they burn their second timeout and try to come up with a plan to stop this 2-point conversion. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And this will be caught. They get the 2, and they double them up now at 16-8. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by the former Lion, Darius Slay. And the Cowboys will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Flush to his right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd and goal, Murray. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Darren Waller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it, it's scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
2nd and 10.
Rodgers now to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's got some space here. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Detroit. Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
And that should serve as a big warning to this defense. They know now that they have to stick close to these receivers because they have the ability to break games wide open after the catch, and that one wound up in the end zone.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a one-score deficit. Boy, a little panic here early. A first-quarter onside kick. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Evan McPherson set to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Lions 16.
Second and 8. Throwing now is Murray. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
On now comes the Lion offense. They'll be asked to go for 2 here. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away. They stuck it in the end zone. Keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
They'll run on first down. It's Henry. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action. Now it's Murray. Sliding out of the pocket. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. Oh, some strong running. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. Runs over him. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 117 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Henry again. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action, throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 40. 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions touchdown. That's a tough blow there offensively. Had a decent drive going. You've got the lead, and now things completely flip on you.
Yeah, because they've been dominating on both sides of the ball. But after that mistake there, it's got to be tough for them to look up and realize we're trailing in this ball game. I thought we had complete control.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this route.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's Murray being chased out left. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now Murray off play action. Rush coming, and he's taken down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. This from 42 yards out. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
And the Lions.
Now it's Rodgers. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Isaiah Simmons in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers escaping the pressure right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Caught, Kelsey, left side. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Rodgers now on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They go with Chubb on second down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Detroit. Nick Chubb with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. McPherson on for the point after. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Makes the score Lions 36. Cowboys.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by James Bradbury. And the Lions are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Rodgers going to throw. And he's got it to Patterson, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. Escapes the defender. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Deebo Samuel in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions would extend their lead here just before halftime. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. Room here to run. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando. We check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
On first down, Henry. Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Cowboys. Derrick Henry, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. On play action, it's Rodgers.
And he'll go back to Kelsey. This time it's caught.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Lions first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Patterson, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Rodgers. And his throw here's incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Open man is Samuel, complete. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big play that time on the catch and run.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 9-yard line.
And again, it's Chubb. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
A give running right is Chubb. And this time he is in. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On play action, it's Murray. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And make him 4 for 4 now on 2-point conversions as he'll take this one in for the score. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. So that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Flushed out right. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Darren Waller with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cowboys are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for two?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by the former Lion, Darius Slay. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Tyrann Mathieu on the tackle. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Derrick Henry, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Lutz with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead.
56, Lions 49. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Once more, they turn to Patterson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
A loss of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 7.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and it didn't do it very often.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for Detroit. And boy, Charles, it is no doubt a passing league. We get that, but did you ever think we would see someone pass for 7,000 yards in a season? He just went over that threshold.
Brandon, 7,000 yards means you've had a monster game each and every game of the year. If you throw for 350, that would hurt your average. That means you've made every throw. Very few drops by your receivers. You've moved the ball effectively every time out.
Just shy of the goal line. No gain on the play.
Chubb again. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Now at first down, Henry with a little bit of running room. Nice gain. He'll get about 6 yards there. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Flush to his right. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play action. Now it's Murray. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
That's good for a Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
16, Mike, 16.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. That's going to be caught by Samuel. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and in for the Lions touchdown. Deebo Samuel, 69 yards. And the Lions have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
64, Lions 62.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Murray going to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Dancing to his left. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 76 yards. And the Cowboys use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they try to make it a 2-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they've looked at the situation, figured it out well. A 2-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now it's Rodgers. And now here's another interception. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Eluding the pressure right. He's got the first down inside the 10. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair. Because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had touchdown. It's caught at the 1. Darren Waller from 3 yards out. And the Cowboys add on to their lead, and they appear poised to break this long losing streak. They'll look to throw. Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. That catch good for only a couple. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Chubb will get the call running left. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
A 2-yard gain.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. That is pulled in by a diving Kelsey. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws. Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a entire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
On play action, Rodgers. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Chubb. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Check back 16. Check back 16. Let's go, D. 50. 16's coming. Check Mike. Check Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And my goodness, another interception. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it is starting to appear, thankfully for them, that this is the week they're going to put it all together and end that long losing streak. They're not home yet, but in control in the 4th quarter. Back to throw it. Murray. Tyrann Mathieu, normally known for the pass coverage. This time a sack. Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket, because you mentioned the feast or famine part. He's played well in between being dumped on his back, but every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator,